The journey of a painter. My name is Hannah, and I am 25 years old. I am a painter, and I live in Berlin, Germany. Ever since I was a little girl, I have been fascinated by colors, shapes, and the way art can express feelings and stories. I remember drawing my first picture when I was just 5. It was a simple house with a big red sun in the sky. My parents were surprised by how much detail I put into it for such a young child. From that moment, I knew that painting would be a big part of my life. Growing up in Germany, I was always surrounded by art. The museums here are incredible, and I would visit them often with my parents. I would stare at paintings for hours, trying to understand what the artists were thinking when they created their work. I was particularly drawn to the Expressionists, like Ernst Ludwig Kirchner and Wassily Kandinsky. Their bold colors and emotional style inspired me to find my own voice in art. At 18, I decided to pursue my passion for painting professionally. I enrolled at the University of Fine Arts in Berlin. The experience of studying art was both exciting and challenging. I learned new techniques, experimented with different mediums, and discovered new ways to express myself. But even though I was learning so much, I always felt that I needed to see more of the world to truly grow as an artist. When I was 22, I decided to take a break from my studies and travel to other countries. I wanted to learn from different cultures and see how art was created in other parts of the world. My first stop was Paris, France. Paris has always been the city of art, and I couldn't wait to see the famous museums like the Louvre and the Musée d'Orsay. I spent days exploring the works of artists like Monet, Van Gogh, and Degas. But what really inspired me were the street artists. I spent hours talking to them, learning about their techniques and their experiences. They taught me how to express my feelings in a more free and spontaneous way. After Paris, I traveled to Italy. In Florence, I visited the Uffizi Gallery and saw the incredible works of Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo. But it wasn't just the famous paintings that inspired me. It was the city itself, the old buildings, the narrow streets, the light. It made me realize how important the environment is in the creation of art. In Rome, I also studied ancient sculptures, which gave me a new appreciation for form and structure in my own work. My next stop was Spain. In Barcelona, I studied the works of Antoni Gaudí, and his use of color and organic shapes really opened my eyes to new possibilities in painting. I spent time walking around the city, sketching the famous buildings, and experimenting with different ways to bring that same sense of movement and life into my own paintings. Spain taught me to be bolder with my colors and to embrace the unexpected in my art. Finally, I went to the Netherlands, where I spent some time studying the works of the Dutch masters, especially Rembrandt and Vermeer. Their attention to light and shadow was something I had never fully understood until I saw it in person. I spent hours studying their techniques and trying to incorporate them into my own work. I also visited some modern art galleries and saw the work of contemporary artists, which reminded me that art is always evolving. It was a humbling experience to see how artists from the past and present continue to inspire each other. Now, after traveling to so many places, I have returned to Berlin. My time abroad has shaped my art in ways I could never have imagined. I feel more confident in my style, and I am no longer afraid to take risks in my work. My paintings have become more expressive, and I use brighter colors and more abstract forms to capture emotions and moments. I've learned that art isn't just about what you see, but about how you feel and how you share that feeling with others. In Berlin, I now have my own small studio, where I spend most of my time painting. I also teach painting to children and young adults, hoping to inspire them in the same way that other artists have inspired me. My dream is to one day have a solo exhibition of my work and share my journey with others. I want people to feel what I feel when they look at my paintings, to see the world through my eyes, full of color, emotion, and life. I still travel whenever I can, always looking for new experiences and new sources of inspiration. But more than anything, I feel grateful for the opportunity to do what I love every day. Art is my passion, my purpose, and my way of connecting with the world. It has taken me to so many amazing places, and I know it will continue to lead me on new adventures. For me, painting is not just a job, it is the way I live my life.